Wow, look at this. Boy.
So as we step in, there's definitely a lot to take in. We have this kind of sectioned out off to your left here with kind of the Harley dirt bike section, and then the primary dirt bike section behind that rack there. We have a multitude of different teams that we run. I know off-road Harley, dirt bikes, street Harleys, other bikes. We have custom chopper builds that we're working on. You know, we have the Class 11 team. You know, sometimes we get the opportunity, like we are next week, to go race a UTV.
Yeah, how many veterans do you think you're working with right now, or active duty reservists, what have you?
I track about 300.
300, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
But there's about 50 that take part in this, probably not all at the same time, but there's probably 10 to 15 that touch this thing every week.
Man.
Right around that in some
Yeah,
way.
I would agree.
Then when we go on these ops, it can be up to about 25
Okay.
different things that we're going to do. But somehow or another, there's guys that are across country dreaming about coming here.
100%. I have about 3 or 4 off the top of my head that would, now that I'm more familiar, would definitely jump on this.
No, that's good to hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I said, we're taking 23 bodies out to Vegas to Reno next week. So, it
What's
should
that
be
total trek? How many miles are we looking for that?
Well, that's just short of, or just around 500 miles.
Hey, that's a hump.
So, and then like I said, we're running that dirt bike team and the UTV team. So, you know, dirt bike leaves at 6 a.m., UTV leaves at 12.
It's great to see these organizations doing great things.
100%. That's one thing we were talking about too, is working more closely with other nonprofits.
Yep.
Obviously, as you mentioned, we speak the same language. You know, we have a common interest or passion or what have you that helps us. And I think that we can compound those efforts if we just find a way to collaborate more effectively.
Of course.
Just like we did in the Marine Corps, and like we did in the Navy with Doc. We have 2 docs here, by the way. Docs are the best.
We in the Navy have 2 bosses always, right? The
Yeah.
Navy and the Marine Corps. It's
That's
like, hey man, I'm going to go to the BAS today. Hey, I'm going to be in the field today.
Yeah.
I'll be at home.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Who thrashed me when I was in food.
Oh, did he? Oh, you
Guy-
thrashed him?
Yeah, this guy knew
You
me
should have
when-
got that. Did you get that? He thrashed it. This is the asshole that
This
thrashed
guy,
me.
This
when I
guy
was
knew
in
me
boot.
when he was at PSI. I
Uh-huh.
was running guys up in the hills and doing all kinds
I
of
love
crazy
that
stuff from
shit.
the hospital,
I
getting them
love
ready for core school. So
Yeah, guys, feel free to grab a Monster if you want.
Yeah, yeah.
As you guys can see, Monster Energy is a huge part of our program, have been for quite a few years now.
Fantastic. They've been a sponsor of the Veteran Housing Alliance as well, so yeah, they do a great
That's
job.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so give it up for Monster. That
Absolutely.
for sure.
So behind us is our gym/storage. You know, we have kind of a surplus of things going on right now with that.
we have too much storage.
We have too much storage stuff, so
Okay.
we're trying to shuck some of that out.
Is that
and
your
build
riding
it
gear
out.
there? I see the riding
Yep.
bags. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
We got the anywhere from the Class 11 gear to the dirt bike gear back
Okay.
there as well.
So a veteran comes in, hey guys, heard about you, you know, I want to get involved, I
Yep.
want to, you know, I have a passion for riding or want to learn to ride either way. What do you tell? What's their first step? What do you tell them? How do they segue into you?
So first step's going to be you stepping in the front door. We want to meet everybody. We want to shake their hand.
For sure.
Bring your DD214 in so we can verify that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that.
And we do support specifically combat veterans. So that usually that line in the sand for us is a combat action device.
Absolutely.
Whatever branch of service you are, you know, we need to see that on your DD214.
I love that.
So
Priority goes to the guy who has.
yeah, no, of
As
course.
it does with the VHA as well, yeah, same thing.
And then we do have the volunteer program as well. So if you do not have that combat action device, you can still be involved in the program, but you would be categorized as a volunteer.
Sure.
So,
I love that, man.
and we do have quite a few great volunteers, civilians and veterans. So it's a all-inclusive program here.
Yeah, I can see it taking off. Oh, if it probably is already taken off. I mean, you know that I know more about it, I'll definitely support this.
I
I'll
love
bring
it.
in my DD2 and try to get involved as well, man.
Love it.
My DD214. But so that being said, it looks like you guys are creating a lot of momentum. You're doing a lot of great work in the community. This is like a kid in a candy store. So anybody who knows, you know, motocross, off-road in general, does this transition to side-by-sides as well, or is it just mostly dirt bikes and
You know,
four
our,
strokes, two
our
strokes?
program definitely revolves around dirt bikes and this
Okay.
Class 11 series that we got going.
Okay.
When I said that the opportunity presents itself, like the UTV, in order to race, you know, we take advantage of those opportunities. So
Sure.
Yeah, we may not have that UTV on deck, but sometimes it's like, hey, we got a UTV, we want Warrior Build's name on it, we want you guys to race it, we want you guys to do it. It's so those kind of opportunities present themselves because we're already on a track with what we got. That track can veer off
Sure.
different things because that's find different ways to make things happen. Like we have a softball team that plays every Thursday.
Okay.
night. And some vet wanted to do that. That wasn't necessarily a thing, but he's like, all right, let's let it happen. And now it's like thriving all the time. It's been up and running for like the last 5 or 6 years.
It's great.
yeah, we just took second in the championship last week.
Okay.
So it
All right.
was,
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, we're fighting a good
sick.
fight. Unfortunately, didn't
That's
win.
sick.
We were like
It was a good
Bad
game.
News Bears when we first started. I was like, man, I don't even know how this is going to work out. But these guys started getting
I
good
love
and
that.
everything, you know.
I love
And
that.
these guys are with their limitations, they still are out there trying to get it. So.
Oh yeah. So what I'm hearing is there's a lot of organic growth. Like people understand the mission, they understand what you're about. You have a phenomenal culture, and they're like, hey, I want to be a part of it. And if they want to, start a softball team or like you said, go in a direction, as long as it's positive and it's legit and credible, you guys are open to that as well.
And that's a great segue to step upstairs because we got a few other
Perfect. Yeah, lead the
few
way.
other areas here.